Separates us from other stations in town. It's our Verify team.
There has been a lot of misinformation circulating during this election, and tonight Evan Kosloff and our Verify researchers are tackling some claims that you may have seen or heard. Ev, what are we talking about right now?
Well, yeah, Leslie, our Verify team is here to separate political fact from fiction, and we know there are a lot of rumors about when we're going to get the results. So let's verify what determines when a race can be called. Here are sources, the three big organizations that call elections: the Associated Press, Decision Desk HQ, and Edison Research. They all use a combination of things like historical election results, demographics, exit polls, nationwide surveys, voter registrations, voter files, and votes as they're reported to localities to make their projections. Here's what Drew McCoy, the president of Decision Desk HQ, told our researchers.
But what you're really looking for when you're calling an election is you're really calling a loser more than a winner.
Larry Rosin, the co-founder and president of Edison Research, agreed, saying they'll call a race when they determine that there is less than a 0.5% chance that the other candidate will catch up. The Associated Press told our team that they'll call a race when, quote, "we conclude that the trailing candidate will not catch the leader." And just a reminder, these are projections. Many states will be counting ballots for days to come. Now, our researchers will be working all night. If you have something that you want verified, you could just email the team at verify@wusa9.com.